what do you call it? Analyze it, okay? Yeah, I thought somebody would do that. All right, Hans, let's have a look at it. Right, so you spotted this 5-minute signal here, okay? Spot on. So what do you do now? Well, this is the easiest way, I think, for people to do it. You go and have a look at your 1 and 4s, right? Because this is your direction. Right? I'll explain to Pipster in a minute about that GU one when you asked me and you took it and I didn't, and why I didn't take it. Okay, I'll explain about that one in a minute. But look at this. Look at this. Look on the 4 hour there. Look. Okay. So basically, that's a golden ticket trade. Golden ticket yellow. That is going to win. Okay, unless, you know, the 4 hour signal stuck and it went red yellow. That signal for me will win, and it already has done. Okay. So that's basically all we're going to do. I'll also try and show you how I use the yellows that are not golden ticket trades, but how I use them for a golden ticket trade, if you can understand what I mean. And basically, I'll just explain now. Pipster noticed a signal here, right? A 5-minute yellow there, and there was one here, okay? And there was one there on the G card, okay? Hiya, Pikachu. Right, so what had happened? The GU had shot down. It shot down the, you know, this move here on the 5-minute and the G card. If you look there, those two moves there shot price down to the 1 hour orange line, and then you got a knee-jerk reaction. Basically, it just bounced up, and that's all that was. Right, a proper bounce won't be, you know, that quick like that. It will, you know, it'll take longer. So that was the reason I didn't take that Pip, right? But what I did do, I used that signal, and not the fact that it disappeared. I used that signal, right? And I got in straight off when it took price to that orange line. You see there on the 5-minute GU, and the same with the GCAD. As soon as it got to that 5-minute orange line, the fact that it didn't disappear, I didn't pay attention to that. I used that signal up to the orange line, okay, and as soon as it hit the orange line, I dived in, okay, and both trades won for well, GCAD for a lot more, but the GU won for over 10 pips, okay, and that's how I use signals that are against the golden ticket setup. Right, nice one, Sergeant Pipper. Okay, so that's basically, you can also have the fact that it disappears, but what you tend to find is, and I've noticed this quite a bit now, that sometimes they don't disappear straight away. So you might not be going in like there with this GU trade. You might be going in a bit lower down if you're going to wait for it to disappear. You understand? The best time for using the disappearing signal is when you've got a daily signal. If you've got a daily super, then the chances are when it disappears, it's going to go 20, 30 pips, you know, so it doesn't matter that you're going in a bit later. All I'm saying, MH, is that, what, do you mean the 1 hour bounce, MH, or do you mean what I was talking about on the 5-minute chart, Mark? The 1 hour bounce, right? Basically, what happened was you had a 4 hour signal here, and you had this 1 hour signal here on the GU. Yeah, but what the price did is it hit this orange line, and then it just bounced straight away back up, which was, if you look on the 5-minute chart now, that green candle there, you see it? Now, what you've got to look at is the GU's been going up most of the morning, right? It went up on the Mark Carney news about interest rates earlier, and you're going to have a pullback, okay? Look at it this way. There is no daily up, all right? But what you've got is you've got an 8 hour blue. You had a 4 hour blue with something next to it. You had a 1 hour super. So to think that the pound is going to go up after such a short pullback, I hear Anissa, darling, based on just hitting the orange line. No, you've got to put it all together. You've got to think logically here, guys, because anyone that took that will find that they probably lost, or you might have got quick 5 pips like the Pipster did. All right, but it was just a knee-jerk reaction to hitting the line, basically. But when you put your long-term setup together, an 8-hour blue, 4-hour blue with an arrow next to it, which is, oh my God, right? And the 1-hour super, it's all going to continue on down. Okay. Now, again, let's have a look at this GCAD. Here, there was a yellow a moment ago. Okay. It won. It went up for, I don't know. Did anybody get 10 pips off that? But look what happened. I didn't notice if it disappeared, guys, but look what happened. It only went up to maybe just through that orange line and then bang, back down again. Again, look at the long-term setup, right? It's a downtrend, but look, this is the most important setup for me here, okay? Because that's our session. That is a session setup there, that 4-hour candle going down now, but with a blue on the previous candle. Wow, with the trend, Yeah, Pipster's doing his first open TP trade on the GC, guys, by the way, and he's killing it. He was in at 38, so yeah, he's probably 30 plus pips now. All right, so was that all right for you, Mark? You understood that? Okay, so again, right, now then, we've got yellows again, right? We've got yellows again, GCAD, but momentum is red. Okay, guys, momentum is red. The setup is strong. You cannot just think, unless you're BR or someone that just wants a quick 5 pips, then it's risky to take them. Well, Pikachu, that is entirely up to you, but I noticed yesterday or the day before, I'm not sure, what's his name, John Wick got stopped out, and he got in at perfect timing, but he had a spike. It's the GU, I presume, spiked down, or the GCAD, one of them, and tripped him out, Pikachu. Now, I presume he didn't have a 15 pip stop loss, because if he was in at perfect timing, he would have been, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 pips up, plus your 15 pip stop loss. That was a 25 pip stop loss, effectively, and that wouldn't have tripped him out, you see. So it's entirely up to you. Depends a lot on what pairs you wish to trade as well. Oh yeah, someone's just spotted that. Well spotted, DZ. There is a flashing daily on the GU, guys. Right, so the way I would use these yellows now, let them take price as high as possible, maybe to this 5-minute orange line, okay, and then obviously down, because this setup, you cannot go against, this setup at the moment. That's crazy. Okay, so it's not about taking every yellow. It's again, it all comes down to the 1 and 4s, guys. If you've got your direction, which the GU is saying down, okay, you're now not going to get these arrows, yellows down until you've had a big retracement. But you can use the yellows by letting them just go back up to the 5-minute orange line and then looking for momentum down. If a 15-minute signal up appears, then it might go to the 15-minute orange line, or it might just go through the 5-minute orange line. Okay. Take profit, Pikachu, is entirely up to you. John Wick does open TP. Pipster does 5 pips. People vary. I know there's a few in the room doing 10. Sergeant Pipper's been winning this morning with 10 pips. I do 10, and if the system, the setup evolves like the GU has now, and I was in one trade, then I would take the TP off and leave one running. Okay, so to take profit is entirely up to you. And that's Tango, by the way, guys. We only had 2 glasses of wine today at lunch with Mother. Yeah, and just another thing I want to point out, right, guys. I'll use your lips for this. Look at this setup here. What setup is that? What setup is that? TK actually asked me about this, and I told him I'd done a good job going down, and I think it was, at the bottom of that circle there. But look how much more it went down. What setup is that? It's a mem for one, and it's a double top. Okay, and look at the power of it. The GU had one on the 1 hour charts just as MT closed the room yesterday. It was setting up. Okay, and the GU went down for the next 2 or 3 hours. Okay, look at the GU 8 hour chart. What setup is that? You've got a daily signal now. This could really, really go. I'm not saying it will. What I'm saying is you will get pullbacks and that, but when you see that, you should always think, oh, this could really move, especially when you're talking something as weak as the pound at the moment, concerning where Brexit is concerning it. No, I'm a white man. By that I mean white wine drinker, Pipster, not white man. And I love Chilean. Chilean wine's my favourite. Yeah, but the thing is, Sergeant Pipper, right? My eyes are not just focused on the 5-minute charts or the HA charts. To me, this is where the action is. This is, tells you what you should be looking for. And once you've mastered them, and Pipster has mastered that now, and look what's happened with him. And I know I keep throwing him back at you guys, but 2 months ago. 2 months ago, he was doing 1 trade a day at, I don't know, a few dollars a pip. Okay, the last 3 weeks in particular, he has just, that's gone out the window. He's done what BR did. Okay, he's just sees it now, and it's like, yeah, look at the GU there and say it's down. So every time it hits the orange line on the 5-minute chart, right, he's taking it down. Okay. Same as GCAD, look at this. Every single one, from that yellow, every single down move, right, has won. Every single one. All right. And that's because, you have this 4-hour blue here, you've got some kind of 8-hour super. The trend on the long terms is down, right? You had that on the last candle as well. You've just got your direction, and then it's just a matter of taking the trades when it's pulled back. Use the yellows to get you back to the 5-minute orange line, right? If there's no 15-minute signal pointing up, if there's a 15-minute signal pointing up on the GU there, it might go higher. It might go through the 5-minute orange line and go to this orange line there, okay? But that doesn't mean you should think, oh, it's going to go up now. Right, basically, the one of us are still saying it's that stronger setup. It's still saying down. Well, this is what I'm talking about, David. Right, if you look at the 5-minute yellows here, right, on the GU and the GCAD, right, their job, whilst the setup is down, is to take you to that 5-minute orange line. The 5-minute orange line, right, I think you'll find is pretty much where that is anyway. Okay, and if you notice, both BB bands, GU as well, even though it's not dropped as far yet, and the GCAD have both dropped down. Okay, so if you get a setup for it to continue down, a signal, say on the HA, or the 5-minute yellow does disappear, it probably will when it goes past it. Do you know what I mean? That's another thing I've noticed. When price goes past this yellow, it definitely disappears. Then, yeah, take it down. But just remember, right, that every time you have a move down, you'll have a retracement. Okay, so you've got to wait out that retracement. And the one thing you need, David, is momentum on your side. Thing. I'll get to that in a minute. This momentum, green. The one thing you need to do, in particular on these two charts, is watch on the GU and the EG, and the UCAD to a certain extent, is pay attention to the bottom momentum boxes, okay, rather than the top. Sometimes the top plays up, but the bottom ones don't, okay? Okay, music on. Is that really I keep away from around and to it. I listen to the smile I play. Touching my hand and this girl's one place. So if you don't want to cry, I keep away from around and to I keep away from around and to a bit. Yeah, keep away from her. I know what you do. Keep away from her. She goes out with other guys, with more than a story from that guy. Oh no, I feel the love of my love story. I can't feel like she up there. I keep away from her, running around to it. Yeah, stay away from don't think I can do that, Lepipi. I think we've tried that in the past. It's not that easy. It's not much easier. Are you not seeing the cursor? You're just seeing the lines then, yeah? It happens sometimes, that. If you just follow what I'm saying, Lepipi, I'll always mention the pair, and where I am anyway. Right, you see, you look on the HA chart on the GU now. Look how the BB bands come down to meet it. Okay, that's something to watch for. Look, GU now, the yellow's disappeared. The 5-minute yellow up has disappeared. Okay, so I would suggest momentum. You can go down again. Yeah, the 4-hour charts are, big chart, Concord. As I say, if you look at all these 4-hour blues, GU there, the EG, right? Look at the EG up as well. Look, that performed. If you look at the 4-hour blues, they always, when they get something next to them, right? They always perform. Always. Look at them. And that's why I really like them. TK, did you stay in that UCAD trade down? I was talking about it before with that daily there. Have you seen what it did? But just let me show you what it was, TK. Look at this. Look at the formation. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Double top. Aye. Yeah, Pikachu. Yeah, if they've done the job. If they've done the job, yeah. I know some people don't like doing it, but to me, it's like if an arrow's done its job, then I know some people like to wait for the next candle, but it's like saying you've got a GU there, 1 hour super down, yeah, you've got a 4 hour super down. There's a blue on the previous candle on the 8 hour. Okay, there's not easy trend to read, but it's like saying you've got a 15-minute signal up here, right, and it hits this 15-minute orange line, and then you don't take the downtrend. You know, why wouldn't you take the downtrend with such a strong setup? I know you can say, oh, well, the 4 hours done its job. It's touched a 4 hour orange line. That doesn't mean it won't kick in again. They invariably do. Well, that's why I say, Pikachu, I do say that you have to watch bounces. You have to manage them, right? Because let's go back to that GU 15-minute again. If your trade does go down from there and you do take it, okay, and it starts to come down, right? But price tends to hit walls and bounce, okay? So if it hit that wall and it only comes down a bit and then starts to go up again, or the 1 hour signal disappears, or, you know, changes to a small red, right? The chances are it will break that 15-minute orange line and continue on up, okay? And then the setup to the upside would evolve, all right? But what you have to do is manage that down trade and say, right, hang on, this is going to go up, okay? That's the only thing with the bounces. This is why the bounces are better on the longer time frames, because they give you more room to, you know, maneuver with that. Yes, it's NFP tomorrow, Lambo. Payday. The trend is clear down. One price went through the 1 hour. It went down. Right. So one was a 1 and 4 up on UC. 1 and 4 up. Not sure what you mean, Rocky. It was a 1 and 4 up and it went through the 1 hour. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're talking about, is it this candle or this one here, the current candle? I see what you mean, Rocky. Yeah, price has gone up and 9 a.m. Yeah, so it'll be that current candle then, isn't it? But price actually went from there to there. So yeah, I can understand why there would have been a 1 and 4. Basically, the 4 hour signal would have done its job. But it's gone through the 1 hour orange line. In fact, it wouldn't have been far off the orange line, because that orange line bows down then after it started coming down again. Okay, but yeah, you're right. You know, the 4 hour signal that was up would have been here somewhere, did its job. You know, so then the trend kicked in again. Yeah. Yeah. What about the GU 4 hour current candle retracing the previous one? The 4 hour retracing the previous one. Current candle. Again, I'm not quite sure what you mean, TK. I know you're talking about that. Retracing the previous one. Yeah, so basically what you're saying is it was going up and then the down move is a retracement. Yeah? Is that what you're saying, TK? So this down move now is just a retrace of the up move. Right, okay. Well, you could say that, TK, but look what you've got on the 8 hour. You know, 8 hour blue. The reason it's going up now is because look where you are. You know, that's why you're getting this bounce now. It doesn't matter to me how big this bounce is, right? Possibly go to here, the 15-minute. Okay, it doesn't matter how big this bounce is, right? If after this bounce, you know, the GU setup still looks down to me, then I will take it down. Okay, again, this setup on the 8 hour looks very similar to being it's probably one candle too many in the middle there, but this could be a double top again. Oh, it's the IVPMI, isn't it, Jack? Yeah. Again, someone mentioned earlier about these white signals, guys, and I know Sergeant Pepper's been trading them, especially after a yellow one. And look how they've performed. Brilliant. Again, with the setup, this time it's with the trend. You see how this one here didn't really perform. That was, you know, it did perform, but it's not one I would have taken that, because obviously it was against the golden ticket. So, and certainly against the trend. Yeah. Well, you've got these new tweaked blues, Rocky. So the chances are, right, what we're looking at, we've got a couple of minutes till 10 o'clock, and you've got a new 30-minute candle coming and a new 15-minute candle coming. So the chances at the moment are that you could get signals there. Okay, you're pretty much on the, you know, BB bands all over the show as well. 1 hour, you still a few pips to go, but it might come down a bit more. But, you know, pay attention to these blues and see if you get a situation where you're on the BB band there, then you could say, well, the 4 hour has done its job, okay, and you're going to get a bounce. Now, how big this bounce will be, I'm not sure, because you've got this signal on the 8 hour. You understand? So to me, I'm still reading this as down, and I'll wait out the bounces unless, you know, that 8 hour changes, the 4 hour disappears or something. You might get a 1 hour. We've even got a 1 hour new candle coming as well. 20 seconds. Let's see what happens then, guys. And there you go. You see, look at the cap. It's 15-minute on the GU as well. So you've got you know, a fairly decent sized pullback coming now, I would think. Keep an eye on the 1 hour as well, just in case you get a 1 hour up. Yeah, it's gone to a small red at the moment, hasn't it? What, on the GU MBR? Was it the GCAD? The GCAD's gone to a small red anyway. Again, though, guys, this could just go to this, you know, orange line here and then bang back down. Will do, MT. Right. Again, we've no 5-minute fives though, have we? So you had one on the HA chart here. Again, it's not one I would have taken. Yeah, but again, Pip, what this could be, right, is just a bounce off the 1 hour orange line there, you see. because you're quite away from there. So this could just bounce up a little bit and then drop like that. Okay. This is the power of these 4-hour signals for me. Well, just wait, David. Wait out this. Look, David, right? What you've got to understand is trades are not always a 10-second, 30-second thing. Sometimes, you know, they really, you do have to wait for them to win. But they can be worth it. The thing I would do here is I'd be waiting now for that touch on the 15-minute orange line. Okay, or, you know, or maybe a 1-hour signal up. Okay, to take it up. There's always two options, David. There's never just the one option. And what you've got to remember with that GU is trying to take it down off that orange line there. When that 5-minute up disappeared, you were very near news for one. Okay, but yeah, you could have said, you know, there was a bounce coming because you were pretty much on the 4-hour orange line and the 8-hour orange line. So a bounce was due. It was a bit risky to take them. Oh, excuse me. Right. See, nobody pointed this one out to me, did you? The EG, that was a number 2. Look at this, guys. 1-hour orange line. I don't know if anyone took it. It looks like 10 pips from there to there. 11 pips. Right, there's one on the GCAD here. I think with that 15-minute, I think it's still going to go up more. I'd just wait now and let the GU and the GCAD go up a bit more. There's not many men that can multitask, is there, Pippi, apparently. It's only Tango, though. It's, you know, kind of orange juice. Yeah. Yeah, Linkovic, because, you know, this setup is still strong. You see, if you look on the 1 and 4s, this GU now is a bounce. Right, for me, you're trading now as, I would tell you, below the 15-minute orange line. So basically, what could happen is when you hit that GU 15-minute orange line, the price could just, you know, drop again. The momentum on the DX is green as well, so, you know. I mean, David, just getting back to you again there, always think when you've had, you know, quite a big move down and that, for the GU there to there, apart from the fact it was also on, you know, orange line on 4-hour and 8-hour, right, it's a big move. Okay, so what you're looking at is, it's not gonna, you know, keep doing that without some real power to it. Okay, now if the 4-hour signal was a red yellow, then the chances are that would have just carried on going down straight away without that pullback. Okay, or if you had a daily down, that might have done it as well, something like that. There you go. There you go. I don't. Did it touch the 15? Pretty much touched the 15, didn't it? And that's happening. GU with that yellow there. Again, I think it still might shock you here and go back up again. Pipster. Yeah, I would say that to take the GU up, you're gonna have that bounce there, MB, off that 15-minute orange line, and then if the setup to the upside, the 15's still there, maybe a 30, maybe a 1 hour, it will definitely break the 15-minute orange line with that kind of setup. GCAD was good though. Another yellow there again, guys. I've got to say about these yellows with the golden ticket, they are amazing. And you've had this setup here on the GCAD. If you look at the LT setup, right from there, that pierced the daily orange line. The trend is down basically on that chart anyway, and you've had this setup down, and basically all you had to do was find yellows, on the 5-minute, right, or on the HA. Again, you could use the 5-minute, yellows to the upside, not so much, for them disappearing, but for them to take you to the orange line. Okay, they have disappeared, both of them, right? And look what's happened since. I'm well impressed with them. And again, that white, getting back to the whites, guys, look at that there. You're already going down with the UCAD, and again, it's off the 5-minute orange line. This time you got a signal. Okay, and it's one of these whites that everyone's talking about. I know Sergeant Pip is trading these two, and I know Pipster is as well. They've both been talking about them. Yeah, well, you know what, Pipster, I like them when they're like this, when you've had a yellow, and then on the GCAD, I like them when they're like that. Or the GU, you can see it there, you've had a green, right, and then you've got a white after it, and that's like, well, some real push. Oh, God, Monday. Honestly. Dread the day you came back in here. Yes, I have fish and chips every Saturday from my local English chippy, mate, as it happens. And I love it. Yeah, look, and they see. GU bounce. Got some, and here's the thing, guys. I know I go on about it a lot, but that's what you need. Momentum. You need momentum. Okay. You've got a 1 hour down now on the EGA and a 4 hour down on the EG. Ooh. I had my mate Nigel talk to him, Darwin. Did you hear what he did with Corbyn, though? Oh, that was brilliant. Jeremy Corbyn's been slagging him off, Trump. Oh, he's a fascist and all this, you know what I mean? And then Jeremy Corbyn asked Donald Trump for a private meeting. And Donald Trump said, "Get lost." He said, "No." Left the country without talking to him. Brilliant. Oh dear. Oh, whites again. Is this here at the beginning of that move, guys, on the GU? Yeah, yeah. I know people. He is like Marmite, Trump. You either love him or you hate him. But you know what I like about him, that he's actually done what he said he'd do, and that's why Nigel Farage. I'll tell you now. There's still, even today, they are still arguing in Parliament. Right, the Conservative Party said we need to find a compromise. Right, a compromise is going to see the Brexit Party win a general election. Right, that is my prediction. I've said it to you all now. Right, that if we don't leave on the 31st of October, right, with a clean break, basically an FTA or that Malthouse compromise, right, if we don't leave like that, then the Brexit Party will win the next general election and Nigel Farage will be Prime Minister. I'll tell you that now. That is my prediction. Because Parliament and that Westminster bubble, politicians, career politicians, right, have absolutely misjudged and misread the mood of the country. They really have. Don't you like him, Anissa? No. Or is it the party you don't like? Oh, Trump. Well, there is that, Anissa. It's like I say, you either like him or you don't. But he does what he's done what he said he'd do. And he was never hired, elected to be Pope. He was elected to keep his promises, and he has done that. So anyway, we're missing out on some trades here now. Right, there you go. Look, now you look at the GU, your 4-hour signal's disappeared. Okay, this 1 hour bounce is good. You know what might happen here, guys? Right, you might on the next hour, 11 o'clock, you might get another 1 hour signal down. Okay, why do I say that? Why do I say that you're highly likely actually to get that signal down? Why do I say that? Go on. The proof is the reason I say it is right there next to that chart. Yeah, David, it will be a double top, but why do I say it? Look, 8 hour blue, 4 hour blue. Okay, that's why I say now, well, maybe at 11 o'clock we might get another signal down here, and then you will have a double top. Yes, Stephanie, well done, Steph. And Rocky, well done. But yeah, that was a good move up. And again, guys, look at these whites perform. Ooh, and you know what? MT is going to kick my ass if I don't mention about these tweaked blues. Look at them here on the GCAT. What was I saying about you might get a signal next to him? And look at that. Oh dear. And again, if you come back to the GCAD 1 hour, look at this. Look at that, guys. Look, that 4 hour signal that was down there. Look what it did. Look what it took price. Right. So if you wanted to take that trade up, and let's say you took that trade up and it lost, right, you would have done nothing wrong. Okay, you'd have done nothing wrong. If you'd have took that trade up, look, you'd be winning. Right, but if you're going to be a trader, they're the kind of chances that you have to take, But again, if you think, oh, yeah, it might carry on down, but you only have to look what it did. It's bouncing off BB bands there on the 1 hour and pretty much on the 4 hour, guys. So it would have been great trades, Sam. Did you take that, Anissa? Yeah. I know you did, Pipster. Right, let's have a look. GCAD, where's it done now? 30-minute. Oh, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, what I'd be watching for now, guys, right, on here is not just a single yellow on, say, the HA chart, right? I'd want a bit more than that because you just had a nice, decent-sized bounce there. Okay, so what might happen is the 4 hour might come back. Okay, or you might get a 15 down, a 5-minute yellow. Look, the BB band's come down on the 5s there. Okay, so if you want to take this down, you need something, but you can't just do it based on, say, a HA yellow. Or I wouldn't anyway. I'd want more than just that. PP! How are you, pal? See you Monday. Have a great day, pal. Hope you get run over by a bus. I'm going to pay for that one, MT. You know that, don't you? I know he's going to have me. He's going to have me big time. Right, okay, come on. Let's have some signals now. It needs to be Jem. He's a big lad. Kush can Pipster. Well, that's the point, Tinker. It doesn't really matter, right? Because unless you've got something big against you, like I know you had the 8 hour there, but the 8 hour, look at that GCAD, Tinker, right? The 8 hour signal was a red pink. It's disappeared now, right? But look where it's up price to the 4 hour BB band. It did its job. So that's what you say to yourself, right? Well, that's done its job. I've got a blue on 30-minute. I've got a blue on 15-minute. Okay. I'm on the 1 hour BB band, right? All I need is something next to the 15-minute signal, that 15-minute blue. Okay. And you got it. You understand? And that's when you would say, right, well, my setup's good. So my entry doesn't always have to be absolutely spot on. Do you understand? As long as you've got a good enough stop loss, it's not going to take you out. And your setup, it's all about your setup at the end of the day. If you've done your analysis right on the long-term charts, because look at it this way, Tinker, right? The only thing that would have pushed the GCAD through that 1 hour BB band, right, was either the 8 hour going red yellow or the 4 hour signal that's disappeared now going red yellow. Okay, or maybe a daily signal appearing. All right. So your analysis was good to take it up. Looking for an entry, you could have got in. If you look on the GCAD, 5 minutes, you could have got in there. You could have got in there. Okay. Again, if you want to be perfect, then maybe wait until you've broken the 5 minute orange line here, like this. Now you say, oh, it's coming back down. It could go back up again. All right. I mean, to me, that would have been a third move up there to take that white arrow. You could have waited for a white arrow. You could have waited for a yellow arrow. You know, you had a yellow on the HA chart, Tinker, but you also had the setup, if you understand what I'm saying, right? You're on the 4 hour BB band, you're on the 1 hour BB band, you had blues on the 30-minute chart, you had a blue on the 15-minute chart with a signal next to it. Do you understand? So you would have looked and said, right, well, that yellow, right, was a good trade. You understand, Tinker? So, well, it comes down to momentum, Tinker. That if you're thinking like what I was saying about these here, when price hit the 5-minute orange line on the GCAD, right? It hit the 5-minute orange line on the GCAD there, and you're thinking, well, I just want to take that down now. What do I get in? You see that box there? I don't know how long you've been here, Tinker, but when that box flashes red, the one I'm highlighting there, right? That's when you would enter, right? Because that's momentum, and that would say, right, getting down. Okay, if it flashes green, it's going to go up, but if it flashes red, it's going to go down. The other thing, Tinker, is I'm not even sure if Pipster's waiting for momentum anymore, right? He's just reading the direction. Again, I'll refer to the GCAD. GCAD down, he's reading the direction, then price is hitting the orange line here, and he's going in. Look. But because you've got your direction from these longer term charts here, he knows that price is going to go down. You understand? It'll come, Tinker. It just takes time. Sometimes it takes, longer for some people than it does for others, but you just gotta really, for me, again, I go on about it constantly every time I come on, and I get a lot of mickey about it, taken about it, right? But the 1 and 4s, your 8, your daily, they're your charts. They're the charts. They're the charts that tell you, these charts here, right, which direction to take your trades in. All it's about then is taking it from orange lines or as high as possible on the purple lines. Okay, if you look at every move that's happened on virtually every chart, right, they've been off the lines, okay, or just through them. Can point them out everywhere. They're off a purple line or an orange line. Okay, there isn't any move. See this space here? I'll just use a bubble. See this space here? There's no move started there, is there? No move started there. All the moves start off the lines. So that's all you've got to do. Get your direction and take your moves off the orange lines or off the purple lines if you're going the opposite way. Okay. Yeah, Pipster, what's up? Hurry up, because I want to go and have a pee while MT puts a tune on. Yeah, TK, I would have said, not only that, TK, the fact that you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles there that have not gone anywhere. Do you see these 6 here? They've not gone anywhere, right? They've not bust the BB band or not much anyway. So that would have been another indication. Once these lines start to flatten out like that, it's an indication, that price is going to turn. Right. The RMT said once that when a 1 hour candle closes above a 1 hour orange line, it goes up. If it closes below, we have more downs. Well, basically, all he's saying, right, let me give you a good example here. Let's have a look. Right. Look at the UCAD. Look at the UCAD 8 hour, right, Pip. It went below there, okay? So once it went below, right, the trading zone for his trades is from this BB band here, right, to that orange line. Now, up until here, somewhere here, it never went back above. You see, never went back above. So virtually every trade he took at its highest point, which would have been there, which would have been there, right, which would have been there. Every trade he took down from its highest point there we'll even use that one, right? 1. Because that is basically where the price was trading, okay, between the bottom BB band and the top orange line, which effectively is a BB band in that case, okay. Yeah, the 1 hour's a bit different. You have gone above here, but each time it's gone above Pip, what's happened? It's gone back below. Look, again there, again here, again here. So effectively you were trading below that orange line all the way down to there. And if you notice, those last 3 candles, right, each one of them went lower, right. That is a trend. That's what trends do. They create new lows and new highs, okay. But basically, because you knew it was all trading below, your trading zone would have been the purple line to the orange line, okay. Or I should say it the other way, the orange line to the purple line. All right. Right, now we've got a chance of these blues, guys. I just want to point them out again. GU there. There's one on the UCAD here. There's a 4 hour blue as well on the UCAD, guys. 30, 15. You've got a green. What's going to happen here now? If this 4 hour is going to pan out, what's going to happen is the UCAD's going to hit this 5 minute orange line, come down, right? Then it's going to offer you another opportunity up somewhere here. Okay, and that's what you should be ready for, that second opportunity there. All right, you've got a 4 hour blue. I know there's a live candle on the 1 hour, but that could well disappear in a minute. If you want, right, you've got a couple of minutes to wait for a new candle, a new 15, a new 30. All right, wait and see if you get something next to that 15-minute blue. All right. Yes, MB, that's highly likely to happen. Yeah, they all close below pips. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That becomes your trading zone, that orange line to the purple line. But because it's a downtrend, a lot of people would have got out when they hit this. They're taking that move down on the UCAD there. They would have got out when they hit that orange line. But for a trend to continue, it has to create new lows. And that's exactly what it did. Okay. So you could have waited until, you started getting up signals, then got out, and then taking it down again there to here. All right. Got out. Taking it down from there to here and got out. Now you've got a 4 hour blue. You should be bloody well out. There you go. Look at a 30, guys. Got a 30. 15 will come shortly. Here's your second move happening now. Wait, I'll tell you what I'd love to see now. One of those white arrows on the 5 minute. And maybe a yellow on the... Yeah, I don't think you'll see it now because it'll be inside. Yeah, I'd love to see a white arrow here now on the 5 minute and see what happens. Well, there's your momentum anyway. So another one, Tinker, right? This is what you could wait for, right? This is what the kind of situation you can wait for, okay? You don't have to get in on that first green. You could wait for this to pan out, right? And then look for this second move now, okay? But again, plenty of momentum, even oil's on your side as well. That would have been a good trade or a good place to enter. Yeah, and the 1 hour's gone. Okay, I think okay, MT, put a song on then. Oh God, funny that. There we go.
The time has come, the world is set. Talk of many things. Shipping shoes and sailing wax. Of cabbages and kings. All for the greatest gift given to humanity. humanity. Surround yourself with a lot of positive energy. You can't buy it even if you want money for money. And that's why we spread love in the community. You could have be a small man or a celebrity. You could have lived uptown or the inner city. We need a world full of peace and serenity. Sing, come sing out to everybody.
The time has come, as Shaggy said, to talk of many things. Of ships and shoes and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings. The planets turn in retrograde, the moon seems to have fled. The world is spinning upside down and landed on its head. Just one lifetime, and there's only one.
There is only one.
Yes, there's only one.
There is only one.
Just one life to live.
One life to live.
Someone that will make it. No choice but to take it. I'm listening to War said, we dress for heavy weather. Whatever's on the road ahead, we're in this now together. We thought we'd make a run for it, not knowing where we're headed. We packed the car with both our bags and filled her up on that. Just one lifetime, and there's only one. Yes, there's only one. Just one life to live.
One life to live, yes.
Someone that will make it. With no choice but to take it.
Come if we take a page out of the book of life. Let go negativity and do what's right. We no longer need to fuss or fight. Unite the world and show them what's right. This generation has set a new trend. Replace the word enemy with friends. Leaders of the world, these roots can't bend. These are the message we are sent to them.
The time had come to reckoning. We all knew it was coming. We headed north on empty roads, the engine gently humming. The warrior smoked a cigarette. He claimed it was his last. No signs of life, no gas, no food, and all the empty times we passed. But all we have is me and you. It has to be enough. I've got your back and you got mine. If the going it gets rough. Just one lifetime.
One life to live, love.
And there's only one.
There is only one.
Yes, there's only one.
There is only one.
Just one life to live.
One life to live.
Someone that will make it. No choice but to take it. The time has come, the warrior said, to talk of many things. Of ships and shoes and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings.
Okay, guys. So Pipster 1. What I was trying to explain about this GU now is, right, you've got nothing on the 50, but again, these blues, look at the blues. Right, so what might happen here, you might bounce again here. If momentum flips on you on the GU, it'll bounce again. Okay, what time is it? Oh, it's only 25 to, so it's not happy hour yet, is it? Again, look at these BB band flip down. Right, so effectively what that's saying is you're on the 5-minute BB band. Not pretty much anyway. Well, yeah, aren't you? Because it's flipped down again there. Oh. In the GU from 29, that's a great entry price. Not sure if a niece has taken that, or you should be proud of your entry there. Concord. Go on then, Pipster. How much you on now? Day 69. Guys, that's just over 2 months. You know, MT said, you know, within 6 months you're a millionaire. Well, I'll tell you now, right? The Pipster, by the end of this month, will have earned over £1 million. 620 a pip. Unbelievable. BR is going to buzz off you, Pipster, I tell you. Yeah, I have to say, MT, the more I see of these blues as well on the 15s and 30s, I am well impressed. Yeah, you know what you should do, Lambo, when you have a because of the blues, MT, yeah. Lambo, when something like that happens, just get up and walk away from the computer. You know, do something that you wouldn't normally do. I used to just get up from the seat and go on my knees. Just take a knee. Just go down, right? Because it focuses the mind. You understand? Because you don't usually do that, or I didn't usually do that. You understand? And to do something different just switches your mind from one kind of frame to another. You big creep, you. Right. Come on then, let's have a look. Yep. Gorgeous, gorgeous, isn't it? The greens turn price, guys, if you haven't noticed that yet. You know what I mean? They turn price around. And this one's, yeah, it's struggling a bit, but don't forget, guys, this is a really strong trend on the UCAD. You know, so it might take a while for this, and it happens that sometimes, guys. You know, sometimes they do take longer. You know, when you're turning a trend around, like the GU isn't really, it's not really a classical trend, is it? So you see how it's gone quicker. Oh, GCAD, oh, that is a thing of beauty, guys. Even without signals there, you had a white up here. Excuse me. It's a thing of beauty. Look, just off the 5 minute BB band there, and again, if you look at it, it's slowed down. There's a couple of wicks, and hey, Anissa, please don't do that to anyone else. Save them for me. Kisses and love hearts. You know damn well what. Right, come on, I want to see a white signal somewhere. You can do anything you like, sweetheart. I'll never censor you. Oh no. I'm gutted I've not traded this here now. Four hours back as well. I never noticed that, guys. Did anybody see it? Look at the 1 hour GU candle. Yeah, and you know what? Like I was saying, you've got like 20 minutes DZ, right? When this next candle comes out, right, I'm pretty sure, right, that it'll start from somewhere around about here, okay, right? But if it's below the BB band here, okay, then that will mean that the double top is a perfect double top, like that, you see. And the letter M, the second part of it is like, you know, lower than the first part, like that. That's when they really, really drop. Really drop. Okay. This one here, look on the UCAD Daily. See how that started lower than the BB band. Right. Well, the BB band is because one of either this green candle going up here, right, or this one here created that new high. It looks like it was this one actually. So that started differently, but if that starts like that on that GU, that could really, really drop. Could be I could do an LT tonight on that. MT, just one thing, mate. A couple of the members were asking about the long-term charts. So you're not doing them anymore. You know, the snapshot that you do. Right, okay. Yeah, some members were asking yesterday about it, but couldn't get your attention. Just keep an eye on it, DZ. Just you know, you just watch for it. I mean, it could really move. I don't know. As I say, there's quite a lot going on at the moment. We've got a Tory leadership contest going on, and it's looking like Boris Johnson is probably going to be the next prime minister. And he's kind of said, you know, that no deal is better than a bad deal. So in other words, he said we leave on the 31st of the 10th, right, with or without a deal. Okay, so in other words, if the EU doesn't want what the EU's holding out for, right, and you can't blame them because it's all Parliament, this, right, the EU's holding out, hoping that we'll do another referendum, right, and as I said earlier, that will just lead to the Brexit party in government. And then it is a WTO all the way, full stop. That's it, end of. They won't even negotiate. They'll just say, no, you want a deal, you come and knock on our door. That's exactly what they're trying to do, John Wick. They know if they keep doing this because of the way Parliament's behaved, you know, and gone against the people. That's why they keep, you know, not trying to do a deal. They offered us a deal 18 months ago, the same deal that they offered Canada, but with extras like for security, for you know, for a slightly deeper than what they offered Canada, right? And Theresa May said, no, we don't want that. We want to stay as close as possible. And that is the worst thing that she could have done. If she'd have come out straight off and said, yep, we'll take that, and we'll work it as close as possible. All them Remainers in Parliament now, right, would be on board. But she gave them a little bit of room, and look how they've responded. You know, absolutely despicable. Despicable it is. Anyway, don't get me going on it, guys. Right, here we go. Come on, guys, start watching GU. Right, UCAD, look at this again here. Possible another entry. We never got a white arrow on that other one. Come on, give us a white arrow. I want to see how they perform. Oh, well, as far as politics are concerned, Anissa, I am pretty hot-headed. Okay, Azza. See you later, mate. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few of them have actually blocked me on Twitter. You know that, don't you? Oh, God, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? As long as Anissa's at my side, Rain. You know what I mean? If she was at my side, I'd just let her go on. Sick 'em. Get 'em. Ay, ay, ay. I don't think Anissa likes Donald Trump, guys. Right, it's going a bit slow at the minute. We're approaching happy hour anyway, so let's see what happens. Oh, Algo's not a Twitter fan, eh? It's better than Facebook, though. And I love winding the lefties up me. You know, I think they're so much more intelligent than us. I had one guy on, I could not believe this. He says, I earned black. And he told me how much he earned. Right, I earned this, and this is going to ruin me. So I just said, I do 6 figures a day, mate, so shut the F up. Anyway, he blocked me. He blocked me. I was like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Typical lefty. Right, again, blue here, guys. Let's have another signal next to that. And again, see, we're always talking now, we're missing these signals, guys. 5-minute HA. Sorry, HA yellow. That's not mad at me. I don't get mad. I just, you know, I'll quit rant and then go and read a book or something. Calms me down. Oh, come on. You're taking a mickey out of me, Rain. Oh, dear. Yeah, glass of wine. I might have a glass tonight, actually. It's nice here, by the way, guys. It's been a really nice day. Ooh, lavender. Ooh, vanilla. Right, I just want to watch some. Yeah, guys, the blue disappeared on the GCAD 15-minute, right, and then this appeared. Look on the HA chart. Let's see what happens. GU, there's your GU move down. Once you've broken, you see how once you've broken that first wall, that's that. If you didn't trust that first move down, then that's what you should look for. Break the first wall and then look for the move down off the orange line from below. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with that blue disappearing, guys. There was a blue up here on the GCAG, right? And it disappeared. At the same time, that pink on the HA chart appeared. DZ. It's got all the hallmarks of a double top, that GU 1 hour DZ, tell you. See how the UCAD's taking ages to get going in it. It happens sometimes, guys. They just really, you know. Yeah. 73. Oh, that's oh, Anissa, you're slacking off a bit there. You know, you missed it by a pip. What got you, Nanny? The 4 hour blue? Yeah. You gotta love them, haven't you? I didn't notice this trade here. 15, what was it? Probably off the what? 15. Yeah, yeah. It's not much actually, the UCAD. It doesn't have a large spread. I personally, Fred, I think the GU is going to go down more. I'm just waiting till 0 o'clock. I think we'll get, maybe the 4 hour signal will come back down. But I'm waiting on a new candle here. Right, I am again, guys. I've got to be surprised. Look at the blues again on the 15 and the 30. I'm impressed, MT. I must admit that tweet really really working out nicely. Right, what's this? Little old whites. Yeah, GCAD's strength again in it now, back down. You see that? I mean, this is what I was talking. I can't recall who mentioned before, but this is what I was talking about, the bounce. When they're on a bigger time frame, look where it bounced to, guys. Right, and that's why the bounces on the bigger time frames are well worth taking. Okay, they're not so good on smaller time frames, but that's a juicy bounce. That. Can't see how many pips it is, but it's gone from 96 to just, it's a 30 odd pip. Maybe 40 pip bounce. So that's where, as I was saying before, where you can take them and say to yourself, well, I don't have to worry about just getting a couple of pips here. I don't have to manage it as much as I have to manage, say, a 15-minute bounce. A 15-minute orange line bounce. You understand? It's like you're going to get more off the bigger time frames. Yeah, you can PP, definitely. Did you not know, Anissa? No. Yeah, I see what you mean, Linkovic. They've not really performed this time. I think basically because the move was quite big anyway there. Well, it would have been to about there, wouldn't it? Anyway, it's something we'll have to keep an eye on because I know Sergeant Pippa's been using them and the Pipster's been using them and they've really performed. We've got another one here on the UCAD. Let's see if this works. Again, you've got to look where you are as well. You're right on a 15-minute orange line here. Okay, so this might bounce down again now. That one seemed to work out all right. I'll do it on the EG after the yellow. Right, there's a yellow here on the HA UCAD, guys, but you're going against a 4-hour blue. Yeah, that's I I wouldn't take it, the setup at the moment. 15's 30, even though you're on the 15-minute orange line, you've still got a 4-hour blue in play. So that's one of the yellows that I wouldn't take. Bit risky. It's not the fact that it might not work. It might work. It might not work every time. You understand? Yeah, DX has gone red, so we're getting some up move to the GU. G card struggling a bit. What's left? A few minutes, guys, and we'll have a new candle. I'm in UK trade. I take it that's up Concordia. Hipster, how many did you take on that G card? And your open TPG card? Oh, nice one, mate. You get out at the 1 hour BB band then, yeah. Oh, you spotted that 5-minute yellow, did you? 1 hour. Right, guys, look at this. This is, you spotted a 5-minute yellow on the EG down. Right, you're right on the 1 hour BB band. It's still a 4-hour in play. You're also on the BB band on the 8 hour as well. You've got a blue on 15. Right. Seconds for a new candle. Seconds. So let's have a look. Right, this is one I'd take. Right, got blue, 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 5-minute yellow, 1 hour BB band, 4-hour signal down. So, come on, give us something next to the 15. I can't recall. Concord. I can't recall, mate. Something to do with the UCAD trade you were doing. Still green momentum, and the DX is red, so no good at the moment. And the yellow's disappeared now. You've got to wait. You've got to wait. UCAD, look, here's one of them bounces I was talking about. The 15-minute orange line. And it did have that yellow. I remember talking about that. What, Lambo? You still got the 4-hour in, Lambo. What you want, Lambo, is something here on the 1 hour. That would be great. Well, you see, this is kind of where I've been trying to tell people, Lambo, right? If you were in the trade to the upside on the weekend, when you hit that orange line on the 15-minute orange line, on the 15-minute chart, right, and you got that yellow, that's where you should have said, right, well, I'll close it now, right? Wait out this bounce, right? And then, because what will probably happen, right, is this setup will evolve. You'll get a 1 hour signal, but you'll come down off this 15-minute chart like that, and then the chances are it'll go up. Okay, but you want to take as much profit as possible. So this is where you really should have said to yourself, right, well, close it there. Okay, and then I'll look on the HA chart. You see how the BB band's flipped up here, right? And that means that price, once it comes across, will pretty much be on the BB band there. And if you get another signal up there, or you get a load of momentum in your favour, then you could enter again, Lambo. You understand? But what you would have done is taken your profit from this move to there, right? Closed it so you're not out, so you've made profit, and then look for another entry on the HA chart. It's all about taking money, Lambo. So you see, you wouldn't be in this down move now, right? And you wouldn't have lost that many pips from there to there. You understand? Plus, you'd be looking for your next entry if you still trusted this. Again, excuse me, it's all about this setup evolving. Okay, you've got your 15, you've got 30-minute signals, right? If a 1 hour signal up appears, then it's going to go up. You know, so, but you're buying yourself time, plus you've taken profit on the upside, and you're buying yourself time for that setup to evolve. What's that, BT Stew? The UCAD or the GU? That's basically what we're looking for, guys. If you want it to be stick directly to the golden ticket trade, then for the UCAD, you're looking for a signal up. And for that double top that I was talking about on the GU, you're looking for a signal down, whether it's on the 1 hour or the 4 hour. Oh, it had one, did it? Right, okay. Okay, yeah, well, I would say that that's coming back then, BT Stew. You know, I would not panic if that had flashed a 1 hour signal up, because the chances are that'll come back. Again, look where you are on the HA chart there. Now you're virtually right on the BB band on the HA chart, so you should be looking for an entry to the upside now. And that's not helping with oil flashing on green. You want that red. Yeah. If you get a bit more up on the EG as well, you're going to bust the BB band here. Oh, you're right on the BB band now. You said, Lambo, do you see what I mean now? If you'd have taken your profit at the 15-minute orange line, you could be waiting this out. You know, I'm waiting for the next move up. All right, I'll see you later, David. Oh, well, that depends on your entry, mate, taking the spread into account, because the spread on the UCAD's only a pip. What kind of account have you got, Lambo? Because you should have one that's part spread and half spread and half commission. You should pay a small commission and have a small spread. That's I can't think. What's that account called, guys? Used it for years and I don't know its bloody name. Right, GCAD. Look at this GCAD, guys. Again, off the orange line, and look at the 1 and 4s now, guys. Again, look, you went through, you had your bounce, and look what's happening now. Back down. GU, it's looking like it's going down tonight. We'll find out, Lambo, because as I say, you don't have a... Well, what's your spread on the UCAD, Lambo? Just have a look what your spread is on the UCAD. Yeah, MT, yeah. I'll point it out in a minute. Okay, see you tomorrow. Do you know what your spread is, Lambo, on UCAD? Okay, MT's just asked me to point something out, guys. Right, when let's see if I can get the doodah arrow. When we were on this orange line here, I'm not sure if this yellow was on, but the HA BB band dropped down anyway. It might have been this white arrow for this one anyway. Anyway, you had, you know, your correlation of 148 signals again, right? You were bouncing off this 1 hour orange line when the new candle started, right? And then you had, you know, either the yellow or the white. I'm not sure which. It might have been the white this time, but, you know, and look at the 5 minute orange line. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Are you on about the UCAD, MT? There. Oh, the GC. Top of the orange. Top of orange plus top of BB band on GC. Oh, right. Yeah. Top of the... Yeah. I know what you mean, mate. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So what MT's saying is it's on the 5 minute orange line there, and it was the BB band here. Another yellow was there. I'm not sure if it was there to start with. If it was, then, you know, it was a good trade. Especially with the setup that was there at the time. 1.5 pips, Lambo. 1.5 pips. Is that about right, guys? On the UC? I'm sure mine's lower than that. Let's have a look. Yeah, you see, Lambo, mine's 0.5 to about 0.7. So you've got the wrong type of account, mate. You want to contact them. Yeah, I think people are saying it's an ECN account, but I think there's you'll have to contact them, Lambo, and just say, look, I want to change to where it's half and half. You pay half spread or a small spread and a smaller commission. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the spreads then, especially on the UCAD, GU and EU. Right, well, that's the thing, Lambo. Contact them when you get, 5-10 minutes tonight, and just tell them to switch it over for you. Right, okay. Right, yeah, so again, Lambo, I'm going back to that trade. If you'd got out there when you touch the 15-minute line, I know you've got issues with spread at the moment, right? But if you got out there, you wouldn't now be in this, this losing. Well, it's the winning trade to the downside has happened because everything came back. Look at it now. Look at, you see, we're talking to you. I've missed all this. I don't know when this all appeared, but look what's happened on the UCAD. 1, 4, and 8 supers. Traders Way is not easy to work with. Whereabouts are you, Lambo? Are you in America? Oh, so you're in America. I know a lot of people right there say New Jersey isn't America, by the way. We have the same thing over here with Liverpool. But anyway, and London, as it happens, London's not a UK city anymore. Right, Lambo. Just do a Google search tonight, right? And what you could do is look for what they called FX Pro, right? Now they have a chat. Okay, they have a chat. Now just chat with them and see if you could open an account with them if you went on the global market. Okay, understand? Just say, if I went on the global market, could I have an account with you? Because that way you're bypassing America's Financial Conduct Authority. All right, so just have a chat with them. They might say yes, you can. They might say no, you can't. Now I know that a lot of the people in the room, to bypass the European Union regulations that they brought out, did this. Okay. I know a few people in the room that did it. Yeah, that's right. And he said, yeah, I'm just wondering if in America they can do that. Yeah, they can go to the global market. If you can, you have to sign up to it. But as I say, we in Britain can avoid the European Union monetary financial regulations, okay, by going on the global market. So maybe, just Lambo, it's worth a try. And if you can do it, okay, then you should, ESMA restrictions, you should be able then to use CTrader. Okay, you may be able to use CTrader, but again, you're going to have to talk to them, and they do have a chat section, so you can have a chat with them. Just tell them your situation, you're in America and that, and they might, FX Pro, and they might be able to help you out. If not, then what you need to do is do a search, and I'll tell you now, whenever I do a search, right, and I'm just going to quickly, like, GU guys, right, you've got this here, 4 hour, 8 hours still there. Could love something on the 15 now, a blue or anything. Anyway, they might say yes, they might say no. I really don't know, mate, but it's worth, what's it going to cost you to have, a 10-minute chat with them? And as I say, if not, do a search, find, another broker, right? But when you do your search for a broker, always look for the amount of feedback they get. Okay, when they have a lot of feedback, these companies, it means that people have spent the time to go online and praise them. And that is what you should be looking for. That is how I picked FX Pro, by the way, because they had a lot of feedback and it was all good. Okay, so whenever you're doing research with companies like that, that's a big tip, that look for how much feedback there is. Yeah, FX Pro is the best, and it's just a shame that they, as I say, they can't have it in America without actually. I think they might be able to do it, if they come off, if they go on the global market, because I think that might be. I'm not sure where the regulations are set on that. I know with the ESMA restrictions and that. You have to abide by the European Union rules and regulations, which at the moment are telling our own FCA, Financial Conduct Authority, are telling them what to do. But when we've left the European Union, we can tell them what to do. Okay? Yeah, I'm not too sure, MB. It's worth a try, though. What you're going to lose for having a 5-10 minute chinwag with them? Look at Pip again, GC1. And again, the BB band had flipped down, and nothing wrong with that. Right off the 5 minute orange line again, Pip with a really strong setup. I don't think there was a yellow down here, so that was another good trade. Now you've broken it. Roberto uses who is it? Ducascopy or something. Swiss Forex marketplace. Yeah, makes sense to use the Swiss. They know all about money. Yeah, but like I say, Lambo, right, when you're going against such a strong trend, mate, next time, just when it hits that 15-minute orange line, just think to yourself, right, I'll take what I've got, and even if I don't take this down, because I still believe in that 4 hour blue, okay, even if I don't take this down, at least I'll have taken some profit and I will be, not in that losing trade. Okay, just think next time, mate, about the strength of a trend. And, the 15-minute orange line is, and I go on about it a lot, guys, and it really is. If you look, right, from when here on the 15-minute chart, when it broke below there, right, this is what I was trying to explain to Pip before. Look, every single time, right, it has not broken the 15-minute orange line, but it has pushed the BB band further down every time, and that shows you a strong trend, guys. Okay, but that is your trading zone between the orange line and the purple line. All right, with strong trends like that. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it was a really good trade down that and all. And it started with that yellow that I said I probably wouldn't take as well, if you remember. But in saying that, I wouldn't have been in to the upside on it, because you know, the 15-minute orange line would have got me out. So you're looking at the daily then, aren't you, John, with the daily BB band? John Wick, is that where you're looking there? No, I know you made that up, but that is that where you're looking for to exit a trade? That's where you would look and say, well, I think the EG is going to that band now. I know if there was a daily signal up, you would do, wouldn't you? Yeah, so I understand what you're saying, yeah. Right, so basically what John Wick's saying is this will become, you know, his exit position unless blues appear, you know, here or here, and maybe even here. Okay, on the smaller time frames. Yeah, and if there was a daily up here, he would be taking a nap now because that top BB band would be his exit. He wouldn't even worry about it. That's basically what he's saying, guys. He's trusted the trend and probably got in around there somewhere on the 1 hour when it came down. TK's in at 70. Wait, 70.6. What's that, TK? GU 70.6. 70.6. So you mean 706? TK, so somewhere here you got in that. Or 06, yeah. Right, 06, yeah. Okay. That's a good entry, but if you closed it, did you win? Right, okay, mate. Well done. Right. Again, that EG trade started with that yellow. Here. 5-minute yellow. I presume, yeah, we definitely got a 15-minute, didn't you? Of some kind of yellow line there, but I think it was the 1 hour was down here with a wick. All right, okay. So that's what he sent you, Sergeant Pippa. Was that FX Pro, Sergeant Pippa? Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think then, I think you're going to have to, you know, find the right one for yourselves, then as I say, do a search, get the best one you can. I'm not, as I say, I'm not that sure. I'm not, I've not looked into American brokers. I don't use it, mate. Yeah. He's just been sent something on it, mate. Oh, it's C Trader, right? Well, apparently FX Pro don't either. You don't need big leverage though, Rocky. It's it's all down to you at the end of the day. If you're winning enough, then leverage doesn't really come into it. Anyway, right, let's have a quick look before I go and get something to eat. Again, guys, what are you going to watch for? Now is this GU we're looking for down here on the 1 hour. Righto. You get a 1 hour down on that GU, it's going to, come right down. 4 hour to do it as well, I think. Ooh, the CAD's dying, guys. Again, coming back to this, look at this. Oops. Just flip that off. And we'll talk. Look at it. Look how strong that is now. Look at it. Now that's this week. That's this week, 4 days. Look at that this week. Why, you don't think it's going up, John, do you? Oh, gorgeous, isn't it, Pip? Look, again, every time. Look, 5 minute orange line. And again, that's what you tend to notice. I know, guys, when you've got such a strong setup like this. Now, this is a major setup. The GCAD down, right? That's where it comes off, the 5 minute orange line. When it's, again, look at the UCAD. Virtually every time it touched the orange line, it's gone back down. All right, it burst it there, but touched the 15 minute orange line there and went down. Strong setup to the upside on the EG, right, once it got going. And look, 5 minute orange line and up. Okay, look at the GU, messy on the long terms. Look, it's not easy to read the 148 and daily there on the GU, yeah. And look where the trades have been coming from. Pretty much on the BB bands. Even that one there, you can say, well, look, pull it across, and that one's come up on the BB band. All right, that just shows you, guys, when you've got a strong trend going, where they tend to go from, the trades. It's not going either way. You hate it, don't you, when it's like that, John? No good for you, is it? Nevertheless, not a bad day for you, mate. $280 pips, guys. Slow day. Yeah, right. Believe that. Oh dear. Righto, will do, mate. Okay, guys. So tomorrow is NFP. So those of you that are new in the room, or You know, I haven't been here for that long. We start early. Okay, we start 35 minutes early. So instead of 9 o'clock on the room time, we start at around about 25 past 8. Okay. Payday for me, Pip. I would think Pipster's going to have some fun tomorrow. I'm looking forward to his scores tomorrow, by the way, guys. Pipster. 250 today. Oh, my God. Anyway, right, guys. I've got to go. The video I make, I'll have to be next week now. I wanted to do it this week, but I thought I'd come on, give MT a day off. We'll focus on the yellows, it will focus on these new blues, and of course it will focus on the 1 and 4s. All right, guys, so yeah, have some fun, eh? All right, MT.
Come to me wild and wild. You come to me, give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. You keep me wrong. Take my heart and make it strong. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone ever met. I stepped on your heart. I hang out every word you say. Tear us apart. Every night and every day, in your eyes, I get lost, I get washed away. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, I could be in no better way. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone, anyone I ever met. Stop on your heart, hang on every word you say. Don't tear us from the baby, I would rather be dead. You walk away with my heart and soul. I can do everything I belong. Oh, baby.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you, King Kong. I really, really appreciate this. This was a true vacation day for me. Did not even have to do the opening. Oh my God. Oh, feels good. Guys, listen, tomorrow NFP, 9:20, 9:25, room starts. All right, so 9:20, 9:25 a.m. we will have the NFP for you. Please, if you've never seen NFP before, do not trade. Just watch and learn from the MTs. All right, very dangerous trading. This is where the MTs make their fortunes. Okay, 825. All right. Yeah, well, it's always in between 820 and 825. All right, so okay. Did I say something else? 820, 825 tomorrow, NFP. So be smart, and I will see you. Oh no, sorry. Okay, so 820. No, 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 no. All right, so 825. Thank you, Jazz. I will see you mañana. Arrivederci. Hasta la vista. Au revoir. MT is